everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I am showing you how I do my cut crease because I get asked a lot how I do it because I've been doing cut creases a lot lately. I'm so sorry if you don't like these cut creases, but I'm loving them. So today I'm going to show you how I do it. I'm using the new Huda New Nudes palette. I haven't used it yet. This is my first time using it. And I used it on my eyes and I actually really love it. I always love Huda's stuff. Like, honestly, she's one of my favorite brands. So I always enjoy her new products. So I'm not surprised that I liked this palette. It looks really pretty though. And I'm so sorry if I sound sick. That's because I am. I've been sick for 2 weeks now. My Halloween was ruined because I was sick, and then the week before Halloween I wanted to do a few more makeup looks for you guys because I actually had like 4 days off in a row and I got sick. Of course, that is my luck. So I couldn't do any new looks. I sat on the couch on Halloween night and watched Ghost Adventures and played The Sims 4. That was my Halloween, and I'm still sick. If you guys would like to see how I got this fall plum cut crease kind of look, then please keep watching. Okay, so I went ahead and did my eyebrows off camera. So next we're gonna do our eyes. So I always do my eyes before I do my complexion. Nothing irritates me more than fallout, so I do my eyes first. And I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Eden Eyeshadow Primer Potion. This stuff is my favorite. I will not use any other eyeshadow primer. And I do quite a bit of it because I feel like that's how it works the best. And then I just use my finger and I tap it out. Okay, so now we're going to move on to our eyes, and I'm going to be using the new Huda New Nudes palette. I have not used this palette yet. It is brand new, but I was thinking I wanted to do something purpley with it. So I'm going to zoom in on my eyes so you can really see what's going on. So I'm going to take the shade right here called Lace. It's like a purpley kind of color. And I'm just going to lay this down. And when you're doing a cut crease, it doesn't matter what you get on the lid because we're going to be cutting it anyways and getting rid of it. So you can make as much of a mess as you need to on the lid. I'm just doing really, really light pressure. And then we're going to start bringing it out towards the temple. You want to do it like in like a swooping motion right here. So from the eyebrow bone, you swoop down. There's a hair. And then you go out towards the temple. And I'm just really layering this color. I just keep going back in with more of it. So next I'm going to go in with Spanked. Right up here, and I'm just going to start working that right in the inner part of the eye. And this brush that I'm using is a Sigma E25 blending brush. This is one of my favorite brushes to pat colors on, to blend colors out with, to really do anything. I'm also going to do it and whenever you're blending, you want to be really soft. You don't want to be putting too much pressure. Especially when you're blending up, you want to do the lightest pressure you possibly can. Ooh, and then I'm going to go back in with that first brush we used. This brush does not have a name. I honestly forget where I I got this brush from, but it's kind of like angled, it's tapered, and it's fluffy. I'm just buffing out the edges of the color Spanked with whatever's left over of lace, just to make sure there's no harsh lines and that everything's flowing together. Okie dokie. Ooh. Next, I'm gonna go in with Love Bite. It's this really, really dark purple. Well, it looks dark. And I'm just gonna start working this into the crease again. And I'm not gonna really wing this one out. I'm just gonna kind of keep it right here. And I'm gonna go back in with Spanked again, right in this area. And then I'm actually going to take the color Play, which is this kind of like nude color right here. And I'm taking this on a Sephora Pro Crease brush, the number 10. And I'm going to blend out the edges and just add another tone to this cut crease. Go all in this empty area here. It's kind of like a peachy tone. And then I'm going to add one more color. It's not from the Huda palette. It's a Star Crushed Minerals eyeshadow, and they are loose eyeshadows, so they are not pressed pigments or pressed shadows. This is in the shade Audacious Plum. This is such a deep purple. I love it so much, and since we are doing this purpley kind of look, I really want to add that dimension by putting a really deep contrast in there. So I'm taking this little tiny brush. The loose shades, you want to be careful because they kind of go all over the place, and I'm going to be putting this right. Look at that. Oh my god. Put that right in the crease. And just start blending up. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the crease, and I'm probably going to go back in and deepen. I just did as well, but I want to cut the crease first. So I'm going to use my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. And I like to just put it on the back of my hand. And I'm going to go in with this Sigma E06 Winged Liner brush. It's 4 liner, but I'll use it for cut creases. And I'm just going to literally go to town and cover the whole lid first, and then I'm going to go above my crease when I cut it. And I'm taking it in kind of like a round shape here, and you want to make sure you keep those edges really clean. That's why I like a little tiny brush. And then this is the part that's pretty important. I'm going to take this and I'm going to dip down and then bring it back up and wing it out. Then you just want to make sure that all that concealer is as even as possible before we put any shadow on top of it. I'm going to take the shade Daydream and I'm going to pack it right on top. And I'm using a cream color Sigma brush, an E58, to do this. And you want to make sure you get as close to this line as you can possibly get, but you don't want to mess up that concealer. I'm going to go back in with the Audacious Plum color very lightly, just around the edges, just to deepen it. And then I'm going to go in with Spanked again. Gee. Oh. Next, I'm gonna do eyeliner. So I'm gonna actually use this eyeliner Sigma brush. It's the number E11, and it looks like this. It's a little itty bitty tiny guy. And I'm gonna be using my Anastasia Jet waterproof cream color. This is my favorite eyeliner. It is super duper duper black. And for some, like, I always like to do something like this on top of a matte, or I'm sorry, a shimmer base, because for some reason I feel like liquid liners, just with the pin, like the shimmers get into the brush part of it and then it makes the eyeliner look shiny. I don't know, it irritates me. So I'm going to be using this cream color from Anastasia. And I want the eyeliner to follow this rounded shape that we did for our cut crease. I'm going to go straight out. You don't want the wing to connect with the cut crease. And then I am going to take my Kat Von D Dagger tattoo liner, and I'm going to clean up the wing and clean up the edges. That way it's nice and sharp. Wing liner. Done. Next, I'm going to take a makeup wipe. These are Sephora ones. They're the cucumber ones. I love these, and I love the watermelon ones too. And I am just going to take this and wrap it around my nail, like so. And I'm going to clean up this edge. Just so it's nice and sharp. And then I'm going to take this tight line liner from NYX. It's called Always Keeping It Tight. There. And it's a really tiny pencil, and I'm going to tight line my upper lash line with it. Next, I'm going to be taking this Strictly Vinyl Focus. This Strictly Vinyl liquid liner from NYX. This is in the shade Extra. It's like a purpley color. And I'm going to put this right in our cut crease. And right on top of that, I'm going to put this LA Splash glitter. This is in the shade Crystal Ball. It's like a purple and blue glitter. Just like that. I like to use a liquid liner like color as a base for glitters, because then it makes the glitters pop so much more. I'm sorry if you're hearing trucks and cars in the background, but these rude people are trying to fix the water system right now, and they're being really loud and rude, okay? I'm trying to film a makeup tutorial. And then I always stay like this, that way everything can dry, because you don't want it to crease, of course. So next I'm going to use this Wonder 2 pencil. It's their Super Stay liner, and this is in the shade Essential Bordeaux, so it's a really deep red, and I'm going to put this right in my waterline. And I'm going to be dragging it onto my lash line quite a bit too. And then I'm going to take the shade Love Bite from the Huda palette, and I'm going to really smoke it out. And you don't need to worry about it being perfect right now, because we're going to perfect it after we do foundation and concealer and all that. but this always comes out way more pigmented if you do it before concealer. For me, if I try to do it on top of concealer and powder, it just gets all blotchy. So this works a little bit better for me. Okay, time to zoom out. No, not in. So we have our eyes pretty much done. We're just gonna do like highlighting and lashes, obviously, but I'm gonna go ahead and do my complexion. So I have been super obsessed with the Huda Beauty Complexion Perfection Primer. It is kind of a thicker consistency, but what I do is I do one full pump in my hands, and then I warm it up really well. And I go ahead and apply it. And then I make sure that I'm really using the warmth of my hands and blending it nicely into the skin. For some reason, this trick has been making my foundation look so amazing. For foundation today, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I'm in the shade Snow. And next I'm going to use the Huda Beauty Overachiever Concealer. So I mix two shades together. I use Meringue 04N. And I also use the lightest shade, which is Whipped Cream 00G. So I apply Meringue first, and I do the applicator. The applicator is actually really cooling for the under eyes, so it'll help with any puffiness or bags that you might have. And you really don't need a lot. This stuff's pretty full coverage. And then I go in with Whipped Cream, and I just do a little bit of this one. And I go in, and I go on with her concealer brush first, and I just kind of lay the product where I want it. And then I go in with my blender. So today I am using the new Milk blurring powder. I haven't used this yet. I use that shade Spanked, and I'm going to blend out the lower lash line a little bit more. And now I'm going to go ahead and highlight the inner corners of my eyes and my eyebrow bone. And I'm going to use my Jouer, ooh, look how gross that is. My Jouer Citrine powder highlighter. I have been really obsessed with this. It's so pretty. And I'm going to mist it with my All Nighter Cherry Spray just to make sure it's blinding. And to do my inner corner highlight, I use a detailed lip brush from Sigma. It's the L04 brush. I always use this for my inner highlight. And then for my brow bone, I use a brush from Sigma. It's the Lash Fan brush. It's E04. I'm so sorry if you hear that garbage truck. This is why I don't do talk through videos. And then I'm going to take my Dagger tattoo liner, and I'm going to do a little point. I'm going to use my NARS Climax mascara. This stuff is pretty awesome. I like really dramatic lower lashes, so I really coat my lower lashes in mascara. And for lashes today, I'm using these lashes. They're from Rouge and Rogue. They are called Slayer. So they're super dramatic, they're super winged out, they're perfect for a cut crease like what we're doing today. And you can use my discount code, it's Voodoo Barbie Doll, and you save some money off of these lashes, and they are bomb. And they're not very expensive either. I believe these lashes are $10. And then you use my code, you just save them more money. So there are the Slayer lashes. Look how pretty they are. So next I'm going to use this Lash and Foundation Concealer. This is from Wonder 2 Cosmetics. And it is in the shade Tan, so it's a darker shade. I'm going to use this to cream contour. So lately I've been cream contouring and powder contouring. I just like to get real crazy with my makeup, okay? I'm actually going to put this on the back of my hand. And I kind of use it as a bronzer a little bit too, so I go up a little bit higher than where I would typically just contour at. You can use the other end of your blender with any lip or foundation and just kind of blend out any edges if it gets a little harsh. And along my nose too. And then I do go in with my Kat Von D contour palette, and I go on top of that with more contour. And I use a mixture of the first shade right here, Subconscious, and then Shadow Play. I kind of mix them a little bit. You can obviously just do one or the other. You don't have to do cream contour and powder contour if you like a more natural look, but and then I'm just gonna go in along my nose. And then for blush today, I'm going to dip into my Paaarty blush. This is from Tarte. I just love this shade. It's like the most perfect blush shade. And then for highlight, I'm going to do the Jouer highlight that we use for our inner corner highlight and our brow bone. And I like to use a Sigma F03 brush for my highlight, and it's called the High Cheekbone Highlighter. I love this brush. It's really dense, so it gives a pretty good highlight. So I always put like a balm on my lips before I put any liquid lipstick on my lips because it's very dry where I'm at, and liquid lipsticks can make my lips feel really dry, but I don't like regular lipstick because it always feathers on me. I just don't want that. So today I'm going to be using my Everlasting lip liner from Kat Von D. And this is in the shade OG Lolita. And then for my lips, I'm going to be using the new Fenty lipstick. This shade is called Uncuffed, so it's kind of like a neutral pink kind of shade. Alright guys, so this is the completed look. I hope you enjoyed watching this fall inspired tutorial. It's just like some plum colors, and I think it looks really pretty. This is how I typically do cut creases as well, just change the colors, but it's basically the same way. I always do cut creases the same way, and you know, I just discovered how much I really love cut creases. I used to do them, but I did them a different way, and I never really loved them so much as I do now. I just love the way they make my eyes look. I just love it. I just love it. So that's how I do a cut crease. I will have some more fall inspired looks coming here very soon this month, and then December is going to be full of Christmas glam. I love the month of December. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and make sure you're subscribed to my channel and you hit the notification bell. Hopefully it works. I've heard that it doesn't work all the time, but maybe try it and see. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.